Welcome back everybody to Desktop Inventions. Today we have a brand new invention I like to call the Triforce Lock Box. And just like many other lock boxes, it's locked. You can't open it. And there's valuable things inside. Unlike many other lock boxes, there's no keyhole on this. Or no key to open it either. So how do you open this, you may ask? Well, I'll show you the secret. So you put it down onto the table, give it a spin, and the lid comes right off, revealing the valuable goods inside. And to lock the lockbox, you put the lid back on top, give it a spin, give it a shake, and now it's locked again. And that is the Triforce Lock Box.
Alright, so let's look at the prototype process I went through to get to the final design here. So this one took 3 prototypes, a blue, a red, and a yellow. Let's first take a look at the blue prototype here. Flipping this over, I'll explain the basic concept. So there's 3 areas here which would have sliding features embedded. So these would be free to slide in and out. And if it slides in, there'd be a locking feature here that would not allow the lid to be taken off. So that's locked. And if it were slid out, it would be unlocked, and this locking feature in the middle would be free to take out. And the reason why this works is due to centrifugal forces. It's the same reason when you spin a merry-go-round very fast, everybody wants to fly away from the center. So when we spin this box fast, all these slider pieces will slide out of the center. And that's the basic concept. And with this first prototype, I tried to make these 3 slider pieces inside of here printed in place, which means as I printed it out, I left a small gap around the outside of those sliders. When it was done printing, I thought I could break these loose and they would be able to slide. This would be a very good design in that once it's done printing, you just break them loose and it's good to go. It's done.
In reality though, everything I tried, I couldn't get these sliders to break loose. In the end, when I pulled hard enough, the head just ripped off the end.
So that's as far as prototype 1 made it. Moving on to prototype 2. Now this one is the red color. This one we actually got a functioning prototype. So if I spin this, it opens up. And with this one I used some bolts with the heads cut off for the sliding pieces. I took some regular bolts and cut the head off, so it's just a threaded portion. We'll try that out and see how that works. And you can see, no matter which way I turn it, there's always at least one sliding piece engaged, so this would be locked. But then when I put it down and I spin it, all 3 of them have retracted, so the lid can be taken off. So prototype 2 is working, but it had some room for improvement. You can see the lid is a little bit sloppy here, as well as it was very hard to clean these cylinders out. There we go. So I wanted to make a little bit better design. And moving on to the 3rd and final prototype. This one definitely works the best. Seam is quite tight and works really well on the box. It is locked very securely, and when you spin it, it does open quite well. The only downside on this one is it got quite complicated. Decided to print these pieces separately, so I've upgraded or changed to dowel pins, and then these will just all get screwed in here.
It's very easy to add complexity to a design, but later I'll have to spend some time to get this design simplified.
Now you can see when I'm tilting this, no matter which direction I turn it, there's always at least one slider out, so that will always keep the box locked. And then when you spin it, of course all the sliders are retracted. Even a slight spin like that. In the base here, you can keep whatever you want inside. I put some Nintendo Switch games in here currently, but you can put jewelry or other things, SD cards. So now when you want to lock it again, put the lid on top. Won't sit down flat because one of the sliders is out. Give it a spin so that lid drops down, and then you can turn it, and it is locked. All your valuables are safe. So this is version 1.0. I do plan to make some improvements later to make it easier to print, maybe less hardware, and also easier to put the lid back on. So if you enjoy this, give a thumbs up and a like down below, and I'll see you in the next video.